So I had a little downtime, and being a PlayStation Plus member, I decided to download the games for March 2015. First, there's Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, new and tasty, developed by Just Add Water. Not gonna lie, I really didn't give this one much of a chance. This is a PlayStation 1 remake where you're playing as the happy-go-lucky Abe as he mistakenly finds out about the evil corporation's plan to create a new food industry out of his enslaved people. First off, Abe kind of reminds me of Jar Jar Binks, and we all know that's really not a good thing. So to be honest, I didn't really care for this game back when it came out for the PS1, and being able to play an updated version of an old game isn't really gonna do it for me either. I'm sure some of you out there swear by this game though, I'm sure it's great, right? Plus, with a wife, baby, and bills to pay, Daddy ain't got that much time to dilly-dally. So after quickly dismissing Abe, I started to play Valiant Hearts, The Great War, developed by Ubisoft Montpellier. This puzzle adventure game is based on a few different characters' lives during World War I. The game really seems to have a great story and mechanics. It's a great history buffs game as well, giving you a bunch of interesting facts about the First World War. I love the interesting ways to solve puzzles as well, especially walking around with a giant spoon as a weapon is kind of cool. But I really couldn't get past the visual style's limitations though. It really bothered me when they stretched out images for cutscenes or when the dog would magically reappear below you after clearing out an obstacle. I know these things probably shouldn't bother me, but with the story trying to set a certain mood, I feel things like that really just took you out of it. So you know, with the wife and baby, yada yada yada, you know, I gotta move on. Counter Spy, developed by Dynamite. It basically reminds me of a 60s Bond movie for a story, meets Metal Gear Solid for its gameplay, meets Team Fortress 2 for its character and level design, meets Dr. Strangelove for its quirkiness.
All of our precious bodily fluids.
You know, I'm really enjoying playing this game so far. The game has randomly generated levels, increasing in difficulty as you progress. The level design is very clean, clever, and effective. It's a platformer which is very smart in its use of transitions from 2D to 3D gameplay. It gives you access to another dimension of the game while not necessarily having to sneak out there to try and find level ups, but instead keeping you on track, moving only through 2D space. The game has a great sense of humor as well, mocking the Cold War era with pretty funny voiceovers.
Personnel are highly advised to escort each other during restroom visits.
So you know before how I mentioned I didn't want to waste time going back in that 3D space? Well, since I've been playing this game a little bit more, I kind of want to go back there now. No, but of course I'm just kidding, you know, I have a wife and baby and bills to pay, I don't want to just waste time in the 3D space, 2D space is enough. Counter Spy doesn't get too deep into gameplay, and I think that's actually a good thing. You still have to search for plans, formulas, and blueprints that will increase your abilities along with your weapons, but stay simple. Collect these items while exploring levels to upgrade and unlock new weapons. Go get the thing, blow up a thing, get a thing. It's really fun and simple. So, just got access to a dart gun. Now, I feel much better for not having to kill the peaceful guy taking a piss. I don't want to interrupt that. Let's just shoot him in the head with a dart gun, then he can take a little nap. Another great little weapon is the sticky bombs. Shoot this out of the cannon, then aim and shoot again with any other weapon, and watch the fireworks go off. I mean, it's pretty cool, slow motion, explosions, your little characters are flying everywhere. It's fun. As you advance in the game, there does seem to require a good bit of skill as well. Ammo gets scarce, so you really need to know what type of weapon to use for each situation. I do wish the game had a sprint ability. There's certain times where you're slowly trotting down a corridor or you just really need to get to point A to point B, and this little brisk jog kind of thing just really bothers me, you know? I would also have to say that Counter Spy starts to feel a little like a grind. With levels being randomly generated, they do seem to get kind of similar after a while. But I'm just being a little nitpicky. In fact, I was pleasantly surprised to find such an indie-style gem from Dynamite in the freebies that is force-fed to us by PlayStation. So, in review, Abe's Odyssey. Just don't care about that game, sorry. Valiant Hearts seems to be a solid game that I'll play more of. Counter Spy, that's the game you should start playing right away. You will not be disappointed. Hey guys, do me a favor, just a little subscribe button. Just all I gotta do is click it, and then that's it. And then everyone's happy. We can all go home.